With 3 weeks to go for the Delhi polls, allegations and charges are flying thick and fast between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. Joining me now is Union Minister Hardeep Puri. Mr. Puri, appreciate your time here on NDTV. Aam Aadmi Party, sir, has accused the BJP of orchestrating a big scam to manipulate voters. They're calling it a BJP ka voter scam. This, he says, is being done to influence the upcoming elections. The charge is that the BJP MPs are giving applications for creating fake voters and fake voters at their own homes. How is the BJP looking at this charge?
Maria ji, thank you very much for inviting me on your show. I am a great admirer of the distinguished members of the Fourth Estate, of which you are a very prominent member. I would only say that we should exercise a little bit of discretion. If in any one household, the votes of people working in the house are added for some reason or the other, does that change the demographic balance in India or in Delhi? I mean, it's a laughable matter. Their MP was on record saying that they have charged 10,000 rupees to settle Rohingyas. They have taken money to issue Aadhaar cards and then to get them votes. I'll put that controversy aside. Let me come to the CAG report. The very fact that you suppress a CAG report is in and of itself an admission of wrongdoing. And I was amused when I found that there were 14 CAG reports that they held back from 2020 and 2021. In the year 2012, on 17th November, this same Mr. Kejriwal, who's now in the Election Commission, he said, अगर CAG ना होता तो कांग्रेस देश को अभी तक बेच चुकी होती. Yeah, this is the one. अगर CAG ना होता तो कांग्रेस अभी तक देश को बेच चुकी होती. Now, I just tell you, this Aam Aadmi Party is not just a factory of lies, but they've got a set of people there who have no shame whatsoever. अगर मैं जमुना जी को साफ ना कर पाया तो 2025 में जब मैं वोट मांगने आऊंगा मुझे वोट मत देना. केजरीवाल जी, आपको वैसे ही वोट नहीं मिलने वाली. और जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं सीएजी की रिपोर्ट जो 2020 और 21 की नई आपने फाइल की है, उस पर दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट में हियरिंग हो रही है. और केजरीवाल जी, जो आपने कहा था कि मैं पोल्यूशन हटा दूंगा, जमुना जी को साफ कर दूंगा, today the Jamuna pollution levels are 500 times the prescribed limits. The air pollution, air quality index of measurement, because the meters are only up to 500 here, वो 2000 वाला मीटर वो भी बस्ट हो गया. People are, with what credibility can we talk? I was born and brought up in Delhi, Maria ji. I am a proud citizen of Delhi. Today, Delhi has the unique distinction of not only being India's most polluted city, but in any world ranking of polluted cities, Delhi will get pride of place. ये है जी केजरीवाल जी.
Mr. Puri, I am looking at these allegations that is coming in from
और ये बातें कर रहे हैं.
And it's of very serious nature. That these alleged applications have been sent from the homes of former MPs, current MPs. In fact, some names which have been put out by the Aam Aadmi Party are Pankaj Chaudhary, who gave application for 26 voters, and all these work in their houses. Satish Gautam, BJP MP from Aligarh, gives an application for 23 new votes.
I am not a member of, why do you want... I am not a member of the Election Commission, and you should be addressing this to the Election Commission after the Election Commission has this thing. What they go and say something inside, they come and say something outside. Don't take this seriously. This is a bunch of professional liars. If anybody's house, I used to live in my private flat there. After I moved out from my private flat in South Delhi and I came and lived where I'm living now, my domestic staff moved with me from here. If my tenant moved in there, somebody is coming. These are not serious issues, and I'm not going to defend it or say anything. Let the Election Commission examine it. But what I'm saying, you should ask Mr. Kejriwal कि आपने 17 नवंबर 2012 में कहा था अगर सीएजी ना होता तो कांग्रेस ने देश को बेच दिया होता. That is the issue. This is the kind of man who's built hospitals, world-class mohalla clinics, schools where the building of a toilet counts as a classroom. What more can I say? This is a government in Delhi which is on the way out. And in the process of going out, अब इनको चुभ रही है. Because the Jhuggi Jhopdi guys have also, because Amit Shah ji called them, उनको भी लग रहा है कि ये तो हमारे साथ धोखा हो रहा है.
Yes.
उनको भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार नए मकान बना के दे रही है, जैसे कालका जी में और जेलर वाला बाग में, और बनाने को तैयार है. और ये सरेआम झूठ बोल रहे हैं कि हम झुग्गी झोपड़ी को हटा देंगे वहां से.
I'm going to ask that question. You know, this is with regards to the Jhuggi clusters. You were the urban development minister, sir. Arvind Kejriwal is saying that the BJP will demolish slums in Delhi if it is voted to power in the capital.
Madam, I was a very, I'm a very upfront. I was 7 years. I was the longest serving housing and urban affairs minister. Our tenure and Modi ji's संकल्प इस कैरेक्टराइज के जो हमारे EWS में लोग रहते हैं उनको हम प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना बना के देते हैं. We made 4 crore beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, in which one of the verticals is ISSR, in situ slum rehabilitation, and the Honorable Prime Minister has promised another 3 crore. So that is our this thing. This guy is talking nonsense. Mr. Kejriwal is saying हम झूठी झोपड़ी वालों को उड़ा देंगे. जैसे कांग्रेस गरीबी हटाने की जगह उन्होंने गरीब को डिस्प्लेस कर दिया. आपको याद है वो जो 1975 में इन्होंने क्या किया था. But our idea is to rehabilitate. Our idea is to house the population of EWS below poverty line in proper pakka homes. जेलर वाला बाग, कालका जी, जिसमें 3000 फ्लैट्स बना के दिए हैं.
Okay, then, you know, I'm going to come back to the issue of a voter list. Do you think that's a subject of investigation? But, sir, you know, there is also this fact that the Election Commission had asked the CEO, that is the Chief Electoral Officer of Delhi, to inquire into these complaints of the Aam Aadmi Party.
See, we are going off track here. Any political party can go before the Election Commission and make statements. The Election Commission can look at it. But what you are dealing with is the number of voters in the household of a MP or a previous MP. Now, I don't know who's there, how many people work there. It's very wrong for me to be asked to be commenting on this. Insofar as Kejriwal is concerned, the real question he has to address is all those people from whom his Vidayak, Amanatullah, 10,000 रुपए लिए रोहिंग्या से, उसको लाया, उसका आधार कार्ड बनवाया और फिर उसको एक आवास दिलवाने के लिए पैसे लिए. That is the voter fraud on a large scale. And then infiltrators are being called and they are being caught. In order to divert attention from the real issue, they are going to वो Mr. X के घर में कोई 3 नए वोटर आ गए, 4 गार्डनर नए आ गए. I mean, what is this?
Okay, this point that is being made by Arvind Kejriwal at a slum cluster at Shakur Basti in North Delhi, and again this is a question that is addressed to former urban development minister. Mr. Kejriwal said that BJP plans to demolish the slums in the capital and hand over the land to the builders. And that's the larger conspiracy that you are doing.
First and
he's
foremost,
aware of it.
Mr. Kejriwal is in the habit of... Oh, no, Mr. Kejriwal is in the habit of deciding who will be the chief minister from the Delhi, and the Delhi BJP after Delhi wins the election. He wants to know what we are doing. Go by our policies. We want to redevelop all the informal settlements, I don't like to call them slum, and give them proper housing. Go and interview the people who are living in Kalkaji who've been given those pakka homes. See, are they better off in the slum or the informal settlement cluster earlier, the Jhuggi Jhopdi, or now? It's made a difference. When the Honorable Prime Minister was giving the keys of those flats to the new beneficiaries of the Kalkaji flats, I was standing next to him. And I had tears in my eyes. One of the beneficiaries said they had a daughter who was studying English in Miranda House. And look at the transformation in their lives from a Jhuggi Jhopdi to a pakka flat. So I think Mr. Kejriwal, as usual, has dialed the wrong number. And as the heat is growing in the Delhi election, which has not even got off to a proper, mature stage because the candidates are still being announced. Abhi tak BJP ka manifesto nahi aaya. Uske baad dekhna, Kejriwal is going to be on the run every day. Every day he will be going here and there, Shakur Basti. He talked about providing clean drinking water. Do you know what he did? He benefited all the tanker mafia. In cluster of 3 slums, there is only one tap, and there are no toilets inside this thing or outside the Jhuggi Jhopdi. So Mr. Kejriwal should do some serious introspection, and instead of coming up with a set of lies every day, look at what he's done for those poor people living in Jhuggi Jhopdi. Compare that with what the BJP has done and what the BJP is promising now.
Just 30 seconds to you for this answer, sir. What is really the future of these CAG reports? You suggest that there are 14, which has been given to the Chief Minister. He's supposed to, present it before the Assembly. That has not happened. What really is the future of these CAG reports?
I would crave your understanding. I think that the hearings are going on in the Delhi High Court as we speak. I think the correct thing to do would be to wait the outcome. We have asked, the petitioners who are BJP MLAs have actually asked for them to be placed before the Assembly in a special session. But a special session can't be held between now and the 5th. But, if the reports which are available in the public domain, if they're officially made available to the LG and that, it would be a nice, big, solid slap on the face of Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party.
All right, Mr. Puri, I appreciate your time here on NDTV.